Yo, everybody, what's going on? Sharif here. Yes, here I am, right here. Uh, just want to let you guys know I'm finishing up dinner and eating some chicken and some salad. So I'm halfway done. I'll be done in the next few minutes and I'll be right back. In the meantime, Joe, yes, that's Joe is going to man the fort until I return and it shouldn't be too long. All right. So
I'm just gonna watch YouTube, man. You guys like just gonna wait for us.
just yeah. Everybody, hello. Yes, I'll be there soon. Just gonna let me finish eating dinner, and I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. All right. Let me do.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna try to adjust my camera so you guys can see my big ass face. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? And good night for those of you in California. No, we didn't miss much last week. We were just sketching and chatting. Nothing really heavy. So we were trying to do this in the format where every other week we will go through the design process heavily, but other than that, every other week we'll do sketching sections. Yes, I did. I do sketch some cool cameras, and this is what he was talking about. Just some ideas, and yeah, we will continue the discussion of backpack design and stuff this week when Sheriff is back. He's eating dinner, of course. How are you guys doing? Thank you. Thanks for joining. Let's just wait for Sharif so we can start the discussion today. Damn, I haven't go to the gym for a long time. And I should get back to the gym. Holy, 20 years? That is okay. I don't feel that bad now. closely. Sheriff says 5 minutes. Let's see if he can be back in 5 minutes. Dude, I need to get back to the gym just to do some weightlifting and running. I'm so out of shape because sitting here for all day just creating contents and editing videos. Well said, well said. Yeah, mental health, it's more than it's the most important things than anything. Yeah, backpack design process, design thinking tonight, and next week we'll get back to sketching, and then week after that it's going back to design thinking again. Let's just wait for Sheriff to come back. So for those of you watch Formula One with us, we are not going to have, we're probably not gonna have a race this weekend due to the flood in Italy. So, but we're still probably gonna do a live streaming around those time. But we'll see. We'll see how the track goes. I think it's the news, it's on the news today. It should be cancelled, or I mean, which is really it's a good thing for them because safety is the most important thing. But for Mercedes, they're supposed to have update coming this week, but then that means they will have an upgrade in Monaco Grand Prix. But Monaco Grand Prix is usually the worst track to test their upgrade. Man, a part of me kind of want the race to go, but then of course the safety comes first. Oh, I haven't actually watched the. Hey, what's up? We're
Hey.
back. No, I was updating the Formula One race to them. I say that
yeah.
we're probably not gonna have a race this weekend, but we're still gonna have a live this week to streaming. So
That is the plan. Sorry if you guys see me munching. I'm just finishing the last of my dinner. Got a plum and some avocado. Dude, it's crazy the flooding in Imola, man.
yeah.
Like, holy crap.
Yeah, my favorite track. I don't know, man. It has to be Spa.
Yeah, fair. Spa is a nuts track.
Spa, and dude, one of these days, we should probably play some Formula One and then just stream it in this live channel or motorsport channel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And yes, I have Drake here upstairs.
Yeah, dude.
But I haven't played Formula One for quite a while now.
It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, it's just been busy recording and stuff. And whenever it's free time for me, I just want to sit here and watch YouTube or movies. And speaking of editing videos, after this streaming, I have to go and working on the model because I might not be able to get done by tomorrow. If I can't get it done by tomorrow, which means the video is not gonna come out by Sunday.
Yeah, dude. Which model are you working on right now, by the way?
The small guy, the MGSD.
Nice.
There's nothing for me to show because everything is still painted. It's on the alligator clip.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, you should show at least a little bit so these guys can see like how in depth you go.
Let me see if I can if I have some.
Y'all are nasty. I see you guys. Y'all are nasty.
Yeah, man. I didn't do much besides this.
Come on, GBE10. Focus in.
I didn't turn it off. I need to turn this on. This guy. Come on, focus.
I was gonna say, cover up your face a little bit. There you go.
The reason why it's like this is because I'm using the kit lens.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, a little bit of them is painted in the eyes and stuff, but
yeah,
it's nothing crazy.
Dude, there's gonna be panels that go on top of that. I see.
Yeah. And then
crazy.
And then this guy, this one is painted. I mean, clearly it's painted.
Nice. Oh yeah, sorry. I should bigify that. Oh.
This guy is painted. This is not a face. It's actually the waist of the
There we go. Yeah, it's getting there. When you cover your face, there it goes. That's perfect.
No, because it's kit lens. It doesn't really work when I do close up.
You got to get the distance. Yeah, see the distance right there is perfect.
Painted. And it's gonna be the waist of the Gundam.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
What else do I have?
Show us the face again. Because now you're all bigified. Yeah, that's the perfect distance. Nice.
It's still in the middle of paint job.
That's still a really detailed head for such a small model.
Yeah, it's MGST. It's about when you finish, it's about I would say maybe 5-inch.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kyle, the answer to your question is 3, my dude.
And this is the things I'm working on right now. Just get the panel line done and stick it.
Oh,
through,
nice.
And then gonna.
So guys, check this out. What Joe does is he takes all the individual parts and he like holds them with these alligator clips. And actually like sprays them using what brand of paint do you use?
Tamiya and Gaia.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you see all these black lines inside, that's panel line that I have to put in, because in real life, all these parts is not connected, so they will
Right.
have a line in between, and that's what it is. Stickers, of course, and then after this, it's gonna be matte finish and stuff. And this is another paint that I did, trying different color, different metallic color.
Nice.
All these are not original, colors on the model. I modified them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
I mean, it's still yellow, but it's different type of yellow that I'm using.
Okay.
It's actually a gold. I don't know if the camera can catch, but the camera shows a little bit green, but it's actually gold.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Gold, yeah.
Dopey wanted to know, what do you use for the panel lining?
Hold on. I can show you. So Tamiya has this. I mean, you can use Tamiya has this Essence color panel line. This is what I usually use. But you can use any type of paint as long as it's thin enough, so it can go through really quickly. But this is what I use. And once you put it on the model, you have to wait for it to dry, and then you have to wash it off with thinner, so you can get the clean lines and clean, crisp lines.
Dude, that is sick. Actually, I didn't even know about like the lines.
Yeah, those are, sometimes I don't use them, sometimes I do. Depends on how complicated the model is, or how empty the model is. Sometimes if it's all white and stuff, then I would do a panel line. But sometimes if it's like this guy here, then I wouldn't do it because it's all black.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense. I mean, unless you really did different grades of black, you know,
Yeah. Yep.
then, you know, but that's going to like a whole different level of detail.
For example, this guy, I do a little bit.
Yeah.
but not crazy.
Are you applying it with a brush?
What do you mean?
The lines. Are you doing it with a brush, or how are you applying it?
Actually, it has a brush tip here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like very thin brush tip.
That's gangster.
And this is what we usually use.
Joby wants to know, is that Zaku MG or RG?
It's an MG.
Nice.
The MG Shars Zaku.
Dude, I love that people in like this community know Gundam like at all.
Yeah.
Like or not Gundam, but Gunpla, or Gunplay.
Yeah, it's surprise.
Right? Isn't that
Me-
sick?
So you guys can all go to my channel.
Yeah, seriously. You just need to get your translation going, so when you're doing
I tried. It doesn't work.
yeah.
And I recently got this guy. I mean, I showed Sharif this already, but I don't know if you guys know this. Did any of you know this? Did any of you know this?
Yeah. If you do, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I'll be really impressed. This is also a model kit too.
Yeah, they're saying they don't understand the Taiwanese, but
I try, man. I don't know how I can get the translations.
yeah, we're trying to figure out how to get Google to like translate the.
I mean, not Google, YouTube.
Well, yeah, YouTube, Google.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've been trying to do that since last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get the translation, the auto translate work
Yeah,
for some reason.
YouTube's a weird place, guys. It is like it's simultaneously really cool and frustrating all at the same time.
Yep.
All right, Dopey says Kamen Rider.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
So he knows.
Dopey
knows.
Dopey is crazy, man.
You knows. You knows Kamen Rider. And this is not any Kamen Rider. This is the original Kamen Rider. Back in 1971 or 1950 or something. The original guy.
Crispy's saying, as long as he learns your swear words, it'll be all good. Isn't that the truth? Whenever you learn a new language, the first words you always learn are swear words.
Yeah, I need to open up a channel to teach Chinese.
There you go.
Specifically,
Dude,
cursing.
Yeah. But like that's the bad thing. If I curse with you guys, that may get me in trouble.
Also, Thomas says he has more stuff to move today. He can't make it today.
Yeah, I just saw that.
That's okay.
Oh, dude. My addiction. Check it out. Got this in the mail.
Nice.
It's smaller than the other ones. This is their brand newest one that's like even thinner versus the OG ones. So you can see it's like a bit thinner and a bit shorter overall, which is nice. Makes it much more pocketable, which is dope. And then I also got this for the trip, but also in general. Check out this. Talk about like making products, Joe, like we've been talking about.
Nice.
So it's just this like little pouch, and it's made for carrying your ammo. or whatever you want to throw in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's cool.
But dude, this is actually like surprisingly simple, surprisingly nice. Has a little place for like patches. And it's just got this screen printed, on the front of it, the Felony Club, which I dig.
Really nice.
Like we got to make some stuff like this, man.
Who knows? We might start something small like that.
Yeah.
A forum backpack or something.
Yeah, because the backpack is going to take a lot of work, but doing little.
I mean,
little sack
the
like
concept
this,
it's always the same because when we think of backpacking, we think of carrying stuff and
yeah,
think of modularity, and that's a modularity right there.
yeah, 100%. Check this out.
Nice, dude. Ultraman's model they are pretty good too. They have some pretty good quality Ultraman model from Bandai. And it's the same. It's a figurized standard also.
Oh man, it would be if I still did that. That would hold everything. Yeah, man. It's weird. Like I was telling Joe, like I don't even remember how, but it was on like one of the channels, one of the local channels when I was growing up in Detroit, like Ultraman, freaking whatchamacallit, Kamen Rider, like all of that stuff. It was
And Godzilla.
Godzilla was a huge one when I was growing up.
And Evangelion for me is a huge one.
I didn't get introduced to Evangelion until after I got into like stuff like Akira, Dragon Ball Z, like all of that stuff.
Actually, Evangelion and I think it's either not Evangelion. Yeah, I think it's either Godzilla comes out first and that follows Evangelion or something like that. I don't remember, but those are around the same time.
Yeah, the same era.
Yeah.
Dude, Dopey, I'm gonna have stickers with the design work that Joe did my logo, by the way. That design here in the center, that's all Joe, dude. He took my original concept.
That's yours. I just tweak it.
Dude, Kyle, we did have TV in between burning down the city. Yes.
Dude, that's the thing, right? Like we wanted to actually start our own like design business based on what we have, like branding, logo design, graphic design, and all that stuff. So, dude, if I'm just gonna straight up say, if you guys have any people that want us to do that needs a logo or needs a graphic, let us know.
There you go. Yeah, you guys, I know some of you want like graphics, definitely that is something that Joe and I can handle, and unlike some people in the community, we'll actually charge you instead of asking for free knives.
We'll actually charge you.
yeah, exactly.
No, but like we really want this thing to kickstart because this is what I want, like what we wanted to do, like branding design.
Yeah.
And this huge design community, and starting from logo, graphic, branding is where we started in our center. I mean, at least this is where I started.
Oh yeah. Keep it in your pants, Dopey. Not until Atlanta, dude. And yeah, what do you think, guys? How much do you think people in the knife community would be willing to pay for like graphic design of their logos? Because a lot of people nowadays, I mean, we see like people harassing Gary for it, but what do you think people would pay to get their own custom graphic designs done? Let us know, because
Yeah, sure. Let us know.
if it's reasonable, then we actually really may consider it, like doing it for the knife community.
And you guys see the quality that we create. It's not your typical like graphic design shop.
Yeah,
It's actually high quality stuff that you know. Yeah, it's just high quality, high quality finish and high quality. Like, pay attention to detail quality.
Kyle, you think people would actually pay that much? Because that's I was worried it would be like 1/3 or 1/4 of that. But Joe, I'll show you, for example, like this is one that was done by one of the beloved guys in the community for another beloved member.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But pretty dope,
Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty dope.
Yeah. And then you have, I don't know if Lefty did his own, but Lefty really needs a better logo. Like this is just basic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, I agree. I mean, but you're one of the few people who really gets that, truthfully.
So if
Yeah.
we charge by hourly, it's going to be a little bit hard um, because for us and for them, especially for customers, they don't know how long you're gonna spend on your logo.
Yeah. Here's
But-
like
oh.
another one that's like a holographic. It's two different logos, one on the left, one on the right. And then here's another one,
Oh, this is nice.
right? This one's actually really dope.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull out some of the logos of the community. Now, doing something like this for Joe and I would be much harder. I'll admit it. Like, this would be difficult to pull off.
Yeah, because it's actually a figure drawing,
Yeah, this is.
I mean,
this
like
would
an
take a lot of
illustration.
time.
but it's doable. It's just
It's
gonna take.
doable, but it would be a lot.
Yeah.
This would be a very expensive logo to make.
Yeah.
Admittedly. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. I mean, doing like simpler stuff like the said Stevie logo would be much like more easy to do. Integrating that kind of stuff, or again, even if you wanted something kind of like this, would be very easy for us to do.
Yeah.
You know. Or, I mean, I'm always a fan, but we could definitely do stuff like this too.
Yep.
This is also silly easy. What up, broke ass knives? How you doing, brother? Again, in the realm of difficulty, this is a much harder logo to make.
Oh yeah.
Doable.
It's doable, but it's gonna take the time.
Yeah, this is a heavy lifting logo design.
I guess it all depends on how complicated the logo is.
Yeah.
So we have to estimate it and
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah, Kyle, of course, full ownership to the purchaser. You know, no licensing.
No license.
We just ask that
Yours.
we be able to use it in our promotional stuff. Like if we build a website, we would, say, "Oh, hey, we did this logo," and we may even link the person. But the person would have full ownership of the logo. Yes.
Sure.
Dude, I love that Kyle gets the business side of it.
So that's perfect. That's what we need.
Yeah, exactly. Like we would never restrict somebody from using their own logo anywhere.
Yeah.
That's just a dick move.
Yeah. And I mean, you pay for it; it's yours. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And to be honest, I don't need a logo.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, like that that kind of ownership stuff is it's a dick move as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are continuing on the backpack design.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you want to get into that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let me open up our little crazy ass mind map that we had started.
Guys, get ready for brainwash.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm not ready. I will never be ready to do all this type of stuff.
This is definitely a Sharif style process. No questions asked. Well, bam!
Oh, damn. Damn.
So, for the uninitiated, or those of you guys who didn't see this before, what Joe and I are doing, and again, got to give props to Dopey, because Dopey was really huge in making recommendations, as well as Crispy. Actually, props to both of you, because I see you're both here. Yes, Kyle, my note is the shit. Dude. So what we're doing here is we are doing trend analysis for what is happening across the globe. And there's 3 levels to it, kind of what's happening across the globe, what's happened on a nation versus nation or affecting all nations kind of level. Then you have what's hitting the average, not the average individual, but large consumer groups. And then down here, what are some of the design trends? So we can see, for example, under political trends, we have these extremist leaders, which is leading to civil unrest, desire for higher levels of self-protection and social awareness. So that is leading to more people desiring concealed carry products, as well as other insights. But we're trying to fill out these categories and see what are the kind of interconnections. For example, again, these extreme leaders are also generating a lot of this wokeness BS. Whatchamacallit, we can really begin to understand that, okay, well, with the rise of wokeness here, we may want to worry about, sort of where did we put it? Genderless design, something that isn't overtly masculine or feminine, but can appeal to everybody, stuff like that. So Kyle, for the 3D stuff, I am using right now Fusion 360. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. So this is the whole purpose of this process is what we can do is this guides design, right? And all of these insights generate kind of questions that we can ask. Like, can patches or 3D printed materials mix to create new types of expression, right? So for example, like this bag that I pulled out earlier, or even these guys, right? You're seeing Velcro being a large portion of the fundamental design of the thing that allows this self-expression to arise here, right? But patches only applies to a niche group. What if what covered this was 3D printable? So now you're not just getting, let's say, the canvas of this, but maybe you're getting, let's say, like a 3D printed wood that actually moves and flexes, kind of like this fabric. It's like maybe interlinked, but it's backed with Velcro, like that's a whole new approach to personalizing like an individual object like this, right? Again, can a bag fit both, concealed carry, kind of item, plus camera, plus laptop? This question arose out of some of the insights that we were seeing here, and then Joe and I kind of talking, where we're like, dude, I got my bug out bag, I got my camera bag, I got my laptop kind of like stylish bag,
Out of bag.
So, yeah, like why have 3 bags? That's annoying. I'm not a woman. I don't need purses. I need a backpack, right? And then also, like, again, what are reasonable costs for today's consumer? Because we've got increasing lifestyle costs now, like rent, food, eggs, gas, utilities. All of these things are starting to go through the roof, especially here in crazy California,
Yep.
So how much can you package without it being like too expensive, right? And how can you maybe like modularize it, in order to change the price? Maybe you give them a bare bones version and then they can accessorize it to get where they want, right?
I always think that the best design is the design that can roll with you.
Yeah. Well said.
It doesn't need to be overcomplicated, but grow your own design.
Yeah, dude. So, what are some of the things? Cheeto, what up, dude? Welcome. So, what are some of the big things you guys are seeing? Let's go up here and let's zoom in a little bit. What are you seeing kind of happening in the world today that is affecting everybody, not just are there technological breakthroughs, right? Like we saw artificial intelligence. What we also are seeing the pandemics, kind of breaking through and affecting everybody for better or worse, mostly worse. Seeing the rise of China and them trying to influence world economic or global economics, right? Inflation, all of this stuff. So what are some things that you guys are seeing on this level? Let us know. We're going to be following the chat, especially for this. Get you guys involved.
You guys can get your brain going.
Yeah.
Us.
So our brains aren't the only brains that are fried. Oh, crispy. That's a good one. Restaurant closings. Actually, I would argue that that's a bit down here in the consumer experience stuff. So let's see. Urban, we'll put that here. Actually, I would add to that even we're starting to see mega store closings and even grocery store closings. Which is definitely related to this rise in lifestyle costs for sure.
And also pandemic.
And it is related to the pandemic,
And
without a doubt.
also consumer behavior too, because a lot of people are shopping online nowadays.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
true.
go out. Yeah, I mean, for me at least, it's very interesting that some people actually like to go out and buy stuff. That's me, but a lot of people actually wanted to just use the mouse and click. And I think that's also another thing that we can look at is what triggers the motivation to go out and buy stuff. What triggers the motivation to use internet shopping experience.
Yeah.
And that will
Later,
actually
Kyle.
and that will actually and how that will connect to backpack design is how we're gonna sell the backpack online or offline, or what's the retail is gonna be, and how is it gonna deliver, and also the price too.
Yeah. I think the idea, by the way, of these closing down, right? Because we are seeing like they're in San Francisco, they shut down Whole Foods, right? And I think it was in either Chicago or Oakland. I can't remember where, but they shut down all of the Walmarts because of theft, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Like, this reminds me, one of my most beloved restaurant that shut down recently is Supplantation.
Yeah. It's really
I love Supplantation, and it just closed. It shut.
Yeah, dude.
It went bankrupt.
It's really, really sad, actually.
Supplantation is actually really, really good.
It is. It's phenomenal. And so now here, whatchamacallit? Dobie, what kind of down the stream effects do you think is going to be the impact of robotics? Because I see robotics going into this rapid manufacturing, like, I don't know if you guys have seen this crazy stuff, but they're 3D printing homes,
Oh yeah. Even 3D printing skyscraper.
Yeah. Which is like really nuts. I have a friend who's working on stuff like this. Yeah, check this out. I'm gonna share this. Yeah, here we go. So we'll jump ahead. They're just kind of like going through, but look at this. This is a fully 3D printed home.
That's one-to-one skill 3D printing.
Yeah.
You can still see the 3D print liners and stuff.
Oh yeah. See, and here you can see it kind of making the interior walls. I don't know if he's gonna actually show the machine. doing it. But yeah, like 3D printed homes are a thing. There's also new developments in 3D printed metals. Yeah, like this, which is awesome. Yeah, look at that. And this is just laser. There's even newer techniques that are doing this. And they're like real-time welding. But look at that. That is a fully 3D printed metal object. Functional. So cool. Oh, this is the other one that's actually growing in popularity right now. It's like a 3D printing TIG welder. I think, is he gonna show it? There it is. Oh, come on, you jerk. We don't care about your face. But yeah, it's literally feeding out the metal. Oh, what happened to you, Joe?
I accidentally jump out.
Oh,
Press the wrong key. I'm back.
Okay. But yeah, here you can see it. It actually like feeds the material out and welds it at the same time. This is really low resolution. There's stuff out there that's actually like super high resolution. So there is some really interesting stuff happening on this front for sure. For
It'd
sure.
be so nice if we can 3D print fabric.
That, you know what? There was developments in that not
Yeah.
too long ago.
Yeah, yeah. And also there's a development, there's a new material. Actually, it's like a spray on
Mhm.
person's body, and then it transform into a fabric t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Actually,
And those are, I feel like those are like not like robotic, but still it's a breakthrough of manufacturing.
yeah. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. Hold on. There was a fashion designer that did that actually.
Yeah, believe it or not, all this information is very important for us as a designer to soak in, because all this information can be useful for later on design development.
New materials, new approaches, new
Yep.
manufacturing. All right,
And
guys.
ultimately, yeah, this one.
Don't get yourself into a tizzy over this.
Yep, this one.
But yeah, like fast forward, they actually like spray this stuff onto her. Top to bottom. And look, she actually can real time
Yep.
modify it, shift it with her own hands.
This is a breakthrough of manufacturing.
Yeah. Look at this. She's cutting a slit in the front. Look at that.
That is really cool.
Incredible, right?
Yep. And that's fabric.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You would love to watch all this type of stuff, because you can just we can just imagine how the future can be when we're designing the product.
Maddie.
Where? Which part?
Dopey. But it was really crazy. Like, if you're thinking about it in the sense of like a backpack, you know, that means that like you can literally just have like a structure, almost like a cast, and you could spray it, you know, add whatever details you wanted to it, and then as long as you break up the casting in the center, you could have it, you know.
Imagine it's kind of like the Gina.
Yeah.
That's what I was having in mind, the Gina as a platform to create something close like that. Oh, you guys are funny.
Yeah. Like, it's so cool, man. Like, I love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Love seeing like innovation.
Yeah, innovation in general.
But like this could be put under manufacturing trends.
Can you share your screen?
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for catching me. There we go. Could put this here. Spray on fabrics. Or maybe this could be, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Oh, here. Actually, that can go here under fashion trends. Because that is a rapid manufacturing thing.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, that's the question, Maddie. What is like, is it possible? You know, like, what can we see and do?
And that's where the improvements can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what if you got sweaty?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these models are definitely not getting sweaty, you know. But it is changing, you know.
But like, speaking of manufacturing trend, the closest within these few years that I have seen using 3D print, it's shoes. Actually,
Yeah.
Adidas has their own 3D print shoes that is already out in sale, where they use 3D print structure on the bottom of that cushion, and then make it the like Ultra Boost, but different type of boost.
Yeah. Like, actually, if you look right here, this guy, for example, not this dude, he 3D printed these shoes.
Yeah.
They're like Crocs. All one piece. And you can like straight up put them on your feet and walk around with them. Definitely not as cool as the Adidas, you know.
Yeah, it's called Adidas 4D.
Yeah, these ones.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's skip to where they actually show the shoe.
I love this guy.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, those are 3D printed.
Which is amazing, right? Because like finally I could order some Adidas that fit my, extra wide feet.
Yep.
All of them are made right now to be like super narrow.
Yeah.
And when you have wide feet, you can't just like go and buy shoes.
And these are good. This looks really cool.
Yeah.
And the material is doable.
It's
so super doable.
But it's really like a whole new thing. Look at that. Super duper awesome. And they look cool, which is an extra benefit.
That's the most that's the number one thing actually when we buy stuff. Does it look cool or does it look good?
Sure. Absolutely. So now here's Crispy. I wear an 11.4E, so I feel you, brother. I feel you, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Maddie, you get where we're coming from, man. Like both of you guys. 16 triple E or 13 triple E, 16 quadruple E. No, that's no joke. Maddie's a big dude, Joe. Like I would not be surprised actually. But that's also why I rock the New Balance. Because they actually make 11.4E, which is like just comfortable. But Crispy was asking. But Crispy was asking, what do you think the effects are of space programs? I think so. Okay. If you really want to know like what my thoughts are about space programs, space programs really okay. I know that he got laughed at about it, but Trump, one of the smart things that Trump did was to actually establish a space force, and I believe me when I tell you, like, I have stuff making fun of it, I've got patches making fun of Space Force, I got this one, with the aliens. I got this one, Space Forks. Which one? I got this one, Space Force, Defenders of the Galaxy, But here's the thing, right? The reality is space is going to become one of our next war zones that takes the war away from Earth, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why it's going to become one of the next war zones is because if you can knock out a country's GPS, if you can knock out a country's satellites, right, for doing spy operations or global observance or whatever, right, like realistically, then you have massive tactical advantages on the ground. I don't think that there's a lot of technological development happening for space outside of that realm, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is the reality of the situation currently. Like it is projected to become like our next generation battleground. And I know China has been actively developing and employing like suicide satellites for this express purpose, you know. And there's documentation out there on this, from major publications. But unfortunately, that is, I think, currently what is happening with space. Or not suicide drones, satellites. Yeah, and so they're. I hate to say it, but that is where things are going. Unfortunately, you know.
I mean, the population of Earth is going up, so and the Earth is damaging.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, if space travel is the thing,
yeah.
in terms of design, we can, yeah, you're right. We can actually look at space equipment that's been utilized in space, or has been utilized in military, or has been utilized in different field, so that we can utilize that in the design. Let's say durability test, or waterproof test, or heat test, or things in that nature. And I think it's also manufacturing process.
Yeah, definitely. Maddie, by the way, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. There we go. So detonating like EMPs, adjacent to other satellites, this can actively take out communication systems. And this is just from the end of last year, but they've already simulated nuclear blasts in space. So this is an active threat, believe it or not. It is happening, and like I said, even though Trump got a lot of shit for it, it was one of the smart things he did, So even here, a Chinese military study published in May called SpaceX's Starlink communication network a potential threat to China's national security and urged the development of capabilities to disable or bring it down. So, conventional countermeasures such as anti-satellite missiles could take out a limited number of high-value targets, but losing a few low-cost satellites would not affect Starlink's operation. Some Chinese researchers have therefore proposed hitting a few carefully selected targets with what could produce a small amount of space debris. The debris would hit other satellites in the same orbit and create more debris, effectively creating a gap in the Starlink network. But keeping the debris away from friendly satellites would be the challenge. So that's why they're looking into different options. But they are actively looking into stuff like this. So, yeah, it's happening. I hate to say it. Everybody is looking at that as like a potential new
we're in the middle of wars.
A new Cold War, for sure.
Yep.
We are definitely we're heading towards a new Cold War, at the very least. What else did we say? Ooh, that's dope. Yeah, that's also interesting. Self-replicating, definitely. Yeah, I'm very curious about
Yeah.
this space mining because in theory, just like Maddie was saying, right, there are bajillions of dollars floating out there of precious resources, and the country that can really capture that is going to have a massive strategic advantage because guaranteed they're not going to share. Like,
No.
they're not going to share.
No.
I mean, really, like if you develop the technology, you get it done, you land on a freaking asteroid and you mine it for all of its potential, are you going to share that?
No.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And so, yeah, that's a very interesting one, actually. We need to add that to.
Can you also share your screen?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up actually right as we speak. So we can say space race maybe 2.0. What do you guys say? It's 2.0 or 3.0? And then we can do technological breakthroughs here. We can do space mining.
Yep.
Yeah, would you guys call it Space Race 2.0? Yeah, Maddie, that's what I thought. 2.0. Yes, that is the tricky part for sure, Cheeto. Or, if you could, have drones, but the only problem with drones really is the time to communicate, Yeah, the question is how to push them. That's really the issue, right? That is, if they could figure out a way of doing that, like maybe it's like a drone that attaches that then, rockets it out of like the orbit, then yeah, it could be successful for sure. All right, guys. What else? What else are things that you guys are seeing? Doesn't have to be related to bags, obviously, because we're talking about Space Race 2.0 and Space.
You know what? I actually have an idea for a bag. What if the bag is it's like what you watch, like rescue bag, but you don't wear a watch. You just carry your bag, and the bag can actually have satellite GPS.
That is very common today, actually. Well, your watch having GPS.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it can transfer it onto your back.
That is interesting. What you're almost suggesting is almost like an air tag.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those small detail that we can implement, right? Like for rescue use or for safety use when you're out in the wild.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's put that down.
I don't know. It just came out from in my brain.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nothing crazy, but it can be useful.
Maybe here we'll create tech trends. So air tags / trackers. Okay. What else? Let me catch up.
Color trend. We haven't had any color trend here yet.
Oh yeah. Well, we did with the genderless stuff.
Yeah.
This is very true. So,
Yeah.
now this is interesting. I'm gonna throw into tech trends. We're gonna say consumer grade hacking.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys know too much about the dolphin, but the dolphin's been a big game changer. Or not the dolphin, sorry, the flipper. Flipper Zero. So this thing is incredible. Like, I want one, even though I can't fully utilize its capabilities. But I know enough to get myself into trouble with this thing. But this guy, the Flipper Zero, is incredible. But it's basically they made it really cute, like a Tamagotchi, right?
Yeah.
But this thing has on board GPIO pins, which are general purpose input and output. It has an infrared transceiver. It's also got sub 1 gigahertz transceiver. So you can actually use this to open, like controlled locks and doors that you would normally have like a key card that you like touch it to. You can open that. You can actually, yeah, see, look, you can
Yeah.
it can learn your cards. So you just use this and you can use this to open any doors, it has NFC built into it, Bluetooth, and then with the GPIO, like I've seen people hook this thing up to like Wi-Fi kind of systems, and basically it'll real time like hack and look for gaps in your network and gain access to all of your devices. Like, this thing is incredible in
That
terms
is
of
some
its
powerhouse
capability.
right there.
It is, and it's freaking handheld. And you know what? Like, if you can buy it, if it's in, it is in stock. It's only $170. Like, this thing is intense. Like, all the capabilities that it has is incredible. Yeah, dude, exactly, right? There's watch-size hacking devices out there that can shut down entire networks.
Yeah.
The flipper is one of them. It can absolutely do all of this stuff. So, like, realistically speaking, like, you'll almost need like a way to guard against this,
Privacy, security.
Yeah, while at the same time being able to track your shit. That's
Exactly.
really hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, tracking, there's a lot of ways to. I wouldn't say tracking can done in a different way, but in design we tend to think of multiple ways to solve one problem.
Yeah.
So that's one right there.
Dude, I am so tempted. I didn't think this Flipper Zero would be available. I'm so tempted to buy this.
Just purchase it. Then purchase it right now.
Dude, this thing is so nuts. Yes, Dopey. Well done, my dude. Actually, we can go all the way back up here and put quantum computing. And then we can do here quantum computers. And then down here, we can do quantum security.
Yep.
Why am I not? You know what? Actually, better encryption. There we go. I was having a harder time spelling security than encryption. GG. My brain is dumb tonight.
I mean, it's late at night. It's 10:30.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a huge one, bro. Like quantum computing is
Yep.
big. Like it has the potential of completely changing our universe as we know it. Dude. Well done, Dopey. Yeah, props, bro. Oh man. How long will it
This
take to get
map is a madness.
yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's probably why it's easier for me to spell it. Sad but true. Sad but true. Yeah, man. No, this thing, like that Flipper Zero and devices like it are really becoming uh, like a potential serious security threat to the world. I mean, I'm all for it, right? Because like ethical hackers, ethical people, right, will use this and will discover vulnerabilities, and they're going to, what you call it, find ways to plug those vulnerabilities. There's just no way to do it without kind of like ethical hacking and things like that, right? And devices like this.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if they're non-ethical, then this is terrifying stuff, realistically speaking, just because of how capable
Yeah.
this device is.
It's scary if you
Yeah.
really think about it. It's really scary.
Yeah.
It's like when we think about AI, and but then if you think deeply about AI, it can be pretty scary sometimes.
Yes. Actually, funny you mentioned that, right? Because that is part of like what is growing now.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to add that here to God, tech trends. Maybe here. Faraday bags. So there are a lot of people who are kind of like people in the realm of like prepping for the apocalypse, or Teotwonki, or when shit hits the fan, like that kind of thing, right? One of the things, even so, like when I go to the shooting range, there's one guy there who's like really concerned with all this stuff, and his big concern is not like food scarcity and all of this stuff. His big concern is if somebody detonates a nuclear weapon in the atmosphere, which will create an EMP, which will knock out all electronics, right?
Yeah.
So for him, he is always talking about how like store your stuff in like Faraday bags or Faraday cages, and believe it or not, it's one of the things that I've been planning for my bug out bag and my radio, right? Because like in a shit hits the fan situation anyways, the likelihood of the cellular network still being up is very low, but you don't want to lose this, because this is person-to-person communication, realistically speaking. So I plan on getting Faraday bags to keep my both of or all of my short range radio communication in, just in general, But I like that. Dopey. That's a good insight. Cheeto, which Will Smith movie? The one where he slapped the comedian in the face?
Or is he talking about iRobot?
Right? Or no, the one with the dog.
At Legend.
Yeah, Legend.
Yeah. Or the one with the slap.
Yeah. I like this question. Can we integrate a Faraday cage into the bag? Yeah, dude.
So right now, at this
Yeah.
stage, we're just trying to cover as much possibility as possible for
Yeah.
what is in a global trend in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
And from the design process, the next big phase will be when we are starting to design, or when we're starting to choose a direction. We will be starting to come up with challenge and solutions, and use those challenge and solutions. We'll narrow it down on all this trend analysis.
Yeah.
That we'll narrow down a few paths, and then we'll see which path can be utilized, or which path can actually be done.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, and even here under tech trends, we can say like battery banks, but chargers.
Power bank,
Oh yeah, battery. We'll just change it to power banks.
or continuous charging.
Well, yeah, because of our dependence on
Yeah.
smart devices. Absolutely, right? Another thing, for example, whatchamacallit, that exists. I don't know if you guys know about it. Is this? Boom. LoRa, which is long range radio communications technique, and basically uses spread spectrum modulation to communicate over long ranges. And there's a lot of development from like the prepper community who are working on stuff like this. And there are even modules that you can buy from like China, for God's sakes. So you can send like basic text messages and stuff like that, like to other people over long distances, and it's completely unregulated. Some people are even doing LoRa with they're like hacking Blackberries and integrating this so that you can actually like type from one to another using this technology, and it is completely free, which is really cool. See, LoRa Messenger, text from da 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 to da 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 da, and you can send direct messages to one another over long distances. So there's a lot of really interesting tech that's like coming out there, which is really awesome. I love seeing it.
There's a lot of weird but useful tech.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Milton, what's going on, bud? Welcome. We've been working on just talking about like world trends. What are we seeing in the world right now? Let's see. Faraday bags, quantum consumer grade hacking. We'll put this one here. For 0. And we'll even put LoRa messaging there. Yeah, man. This is an excellent question, Crispy. We don't really know, but we do know that DNA does experience changes in space over a long enough time scale.
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting questions,
right? Yeah.
that we never thought of. This is why we love to have this type of sections, like brainstorming sections, because you never know what will come out.
Did you know, Joe, that if you took all the DNA from your body and stretched it from here to Jupiter, you'd die?
I don't know, man. That's beyond our knowledge. we are looking at some movie stuff right here.
There you go.
We are looking at some what is that called? Cyberpunk stuff here.
There you go. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I am super tempted to get that Flipper Zero. I've been seeing that thing for such a long time.
You should. I mean, if it keep on coming up to you.
But it's like I don't really have a need for it. I would just use it for like hacking random shit, dude, and it would like
just use it to open your garage.
Yeah, like how dumb of a use would that be, though? Honestly,
not any other people's garage, but your garage.
but that's
your
the
own
thing.
garage.
I could use it to open like any garage. God, yeah, this thing is terrifyingly like powerful. And
I think we have some very, very good insight today.
yeah, absolutely. What do you guys think? We're slowly starting to wind down a bit here. I can tell you I'm starting to get a bit tired. I don't know about you, Joe. When we start going down.
Yeah, like this type of stuff, it's you need to use your brain, and the brain doesn't function that long.
No, yeah, it definitely cooks the brain very quickly.
But yeah, after this process, we're going to, there's so many things that we need to go, like, coming up next on the design process stage, where we need to do what is that called? SWOT analysis.
There's SWOT analysis, Blue Ocean strategy.
Yep. And those are actually pretty interesting. If you guys follow us, it's actually we'll use it as a design, looking into new ways of design behavior.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
But again, like, the best design is to not design.
Yeah, definitely.
Best design is to
as little design as possible.
Yep. I don't know if you guys. Maybe if you guys are interested in design, go. What is his name? Dieter Ram, right? Dieter Ram.
Dieter Rams, yeah.
Yeah, he has a good design principle that he come out with, which is actually utilize it as today, as Apple product, and a lot of new generation is using his principle of design.
Yeah, Dieter Rams is one of the most influential designers ever in history. Actually, let me show you guys a little bit about him.
And you would recognize who he is and what he did. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, so actually, if you look at his designs that he did for Braun historically, here's a perfect example. This is where the
iPod.
iPod came from was
Yeah,
his
it's
design.
influenced. Yeah, it's influenced by him.
Yeah, look at that. This is a radio.
Yeah, and that's the radio too. Believe or not.
Yeah, basically. A lot of the stuff that we see today is
Yep.
like highly influenced by him.
And his design is minimal. The less, the better. That's
Yeah,
what he is. That's how he is.
the easiest way for me to explain it to these guys, like this guy is kind of like Ray Laconico.
Mm.
He does the least amount of design possible
Yeah,
in order to achieve a functional design.
yeah,
So you kind of look at his stuff and you're like, well, duh. Like, of course it looks that way. But the reason why it looks that way, or like why people have almost come to like expect it, is because he did it first.
yeah, yeah. And he did it on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
All those buttons, all those dials, all those even numbers and prints, it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
And like the best example I can give right now is Apple. Apple is using when Jonathan Ive is still there,
Yeah.
he is using his design and his inspiration. So
Yeah.
if you see a lot of the, let's say the MacBook or the computer, a lot of like even like little small typefaces on the computer, like prints, like USB in, USB out, all that stuff is there specifically because they wanted to, like every single word is designed. It's there for
Yeah.
a reason, and it's very minimalistic and it's very clean and organized.
Yeah. He had the 10 rules of design, that it must be innovative, it must make a product useful, must be aesthetic, must make the product understandable, unobstructive, honest, long-lasting, thorough down to the last detail, environmentally friendly, and as little design as possible.
There you go. Last one is
Yep.
it's him. Yeah. And you've seen a lot of trend right now, like minimalistic design. It's from here. It's this.
So funny you mentioned this, Dopey, right? Because a lot of IKEA furniture is influenced by him and the other Bauhaus designers that he like went to school with, right? So Bauhaus.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we want to explain what Bauhaus is.
So Bauhaus was a design school in Germany during like World War II up through the 60s. And they produced some of the most influential modern designers that have ever existed. And some
they
of the
are
most iconic designs that you may know about came from Bauhaus.
and also they actually is the first art school that implement functionalities and like treat art as a mathematic theory.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
Because when we think of art back in the 80s or 50s, a lot of art is you see back then is sculptures and
Yeah,
statues.
non-functional.
Yeah, but this Bauhaus it's the first time they implement and teaches students how to implement functionalities, how to implement theories in the design, in the art.
Yeah. So you may recognize some of this stuff or things that look approximately like this. They never existed before the Bauhaus.
Yeah.
Like they came out of the Bauhaus and people have been ruthlessly copying them ever since. Like,
I mean,
literally.
We have a big influential in the modern day be influential by this, and all of a sudden design becomes like a industrial design. That's what the main name came from, industrial design.
Yeah. I love how this was included in this. This is not a Bauhaus piece.
Yeah.
This is a Noguchi coffee table, and he was not part of the Bauhaus, but it gets lumped in a lot of times. But yeah, like this chair, I'm sure people have seen this chair. I've sat in a real one of these.
Yeah.
We used to have a bunch of these.
We have it in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a real one of these in person.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Which is really, really freaking awesome.
And for people who knows furniture, the most iconic furniture. If you know what I'm gonna say. It's actually is it actually from Bauhaus, but it's from Johnny Ray Eames, right?
Yeah, the Eames chair.
Eames chair, yeah.
The Eames Chase Lounge.
Those are actually not from Bauhaus. Believe it or not. What are they? I don't remember.
I can't remember, but he was at the very least. No, this was during the Bauhaus era, if I'm not mistaken.
During the Bauhaus era, but is it? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the most iconic furniture.
Yeah, that one, and then this one as well. Very famous Eames chair.
Yep.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, dude. Bauhaus stuff is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I've sat in a chair before too. But yeah, like Bauhaus influenced everything, actually.
And like our center in College of Design is influenced by Bauhaus.
Yeah, dude. Dude, why aren't they showing the architecture of... Not like, I don't want the Bauhaus. I'm trying to think of the architect that I'm thinking of. Yeah, maybe if I do this. No. Douchebags. Some of the most iconic buildings in cities that, like, you guys know, were also done by Bauhaus architects, like in the United States. I was just, not Mies van der Rohe, but let me see, what was his name? Oh, Corbusier. Yeah, Le Corbusier. This guy. He did some like very famous buildings and first houses, and he had a crazy aesthetic that really became like well known, well regarded. This is how he like modeled urban cities, like skyscrapers and skyscrapers, stuff like this. I mean, these guys push the limits, man. Yeah, here we go. This was like the UN building was Le Corbusier.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to find. Yeah, man.
It's very influential.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, he did. I can't remember if it was him or one of them that did the Brazilian whatchamacallit, the Brazilian capital. Brasilia. Yeah. The architecture there is very, very well known. Let's see. There it is. Architect and urbanism. Oh, it was Niemeyer. Niemeyer who did the Brazilian. Um, but he did a lot of really interesting things
Yeah.
as well. And he was super celebrated. He did like, look at this. This is the capital of Brazil. This is the architecture there. It's super nuts.
Super crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like, look at that cathedral. Anyways, I could go on talking about all this stuff. No, not Rio de Janeiro. That is often a misconception. It's actually Brasilia. That is how it's spelled right there. And I only know that because I have a friend who is from there. Yes, it kind of does.
No, design world is very small actually. Like if you look
Yeah.
at a lot of stuff, it's influenced by this guy, influenced by that guy, and then connected back to this guy, connected back to that guy.
Yeah, dude. Googie design. I gotta take a look real quick.
I gotta take a look on that one either.
Yeah,
Remember.
Googie architecture. Oh yeah, the vintage like
Yeah.
car influence. Okay, so you see a lot of this in LA. Like
Yeah.
LA is covered with examples like this. You know? And I think it's super cool. It's super period, based. Like 60s, or yeah, 60s-ish kind
Yeah,
of
that's
aesthetic.
the space age. It's cool.
Yeah, even 50s I would say is let's see what's the time period that they put. Yeah, roughly from 45 to the early 70s. Dude, yeah, like I love seeing it. It definitely looks old though. There's no question.
It's old. It's not old as in bad, but it's
Yeah.
old as in vintage, and it's old
Yeah.
as in what's the word I'm looking for? I'm out of my word, man.
Yeah, but like this exact norms restaurant I've eaten here. Like I know that it's on La Cienega.
I've seen it.
Yeah, like dude, and it's exactly how it looks. Like it's awesome. It's so, like I said, it's so like period. It's dope and it's fun. It's not boring like a lot of modern architecture is, which is why I appreciate it.
It's modern retro.
Yeah. But like I don't think it necessarily needs to be recreated. I like it, but I also don't want it to see it like torn down or remade.
I feel like those are. It needs to be there. It needs to stay.
Yeah,
But at the same
exactly.
time, but at the same time, we wanted to, as a designer, at least for me, I don't know about Sharif, but at least for me, I would look at details of all this architecture or details of all these design features, and then implement in some way into my design, implement in some way into my branding, logo design, graphic design, you name it. So it will carry on the tradition. It will carry on the design that is meant to be like that.
Yeah, dude. Like it really, if you want to see like the epitome of this stuff, go to LA.
Yeah.
LA is like the hub.
The hub. Yep.
I've never like I don't see this level of this kind of stuff. Like Randy's is again a great example. Uh, basically LA and Vegas, actually, for that matter, is really,
Anything is with neon lights.
yeah. But I mean, dude, like, look at this sketch, man.
So cool. I love
Like,
look at all this sketch.
how
Sketches.
dope is that sketch, right? That just speaks to you about futurism.
Yeah.
It
also reminds me of Sim Meat in some way.
a little bit, but it just tells you that, like, oh, we're going to the Jetsons age.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in flying cars and like living up on top of structures like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, of course that shit never came true, but it makes you feel like that's where you're going, which is really cool. Like, yeah, man. Imagine you going to the bank and this is your bank.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or even like this. This is your gas station.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's definitely a cool style. There's no question about
It's
it.
a style that needs to stay for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. But the thing is, I don't know if it's going to come back. Like, you may in pockets where you see. Like, I feel the world is a mix. Like, when you see stuff like this, you see like a hopefulness for the future, right? But I don't feel like there's necessarily a universal hopefulness for the future. So, like, you may see some places adopt a new version of this style, but I don't think it will be as universal as it was when this came out.
Yeah.
Because I think people are actually more scared for the future now than ever before, really. But I also think, like, social media and TikTok and like all of this shit has a lot to do with that. Keeps pumping out these doom and gloom messages. Let's see. Duplicate. Sorry, there we go. I'm just backing up the work that we've done so far. Yep, save. All right, good deal. Maybe. Kanye's stuff was definitely out there. I have mixed feelings about Kanye as a designer, if I'm honest.
Is he a designer?
I mean, okay, stylist. I'm okay with
like,
calling him a stylist.
That's the thing about design nowadays. It's that everybody can call themselves designers as long as they know how to draw.
Well, I don't even think he knows how to draw.
Like, people will be like between you and me, of course we are designers because we learn this stuff like properly.
Yeah.
But for people that only go through art tutoring, or they knows a little bit of drawing, or like putting beautiful pieces together, they'll call themselves designers, which drives me nuts. It's like, you don't call yourself designers if you knows all this stuff.
Yeah. Fair. Absolutely fair, man. I don't know, man. It's yeah, I have tough time accepting it.
I wouldn't even
mostly
call him a
because a lot of
designer.
the stuff just did not look good.
I
in my
wouldn't
opinion.
even buy his stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know, but the kids went nuts for it. So
I mean, he's an artist, not a designer.
yeah, I would agree with that. I definitely would agree with that. I'm trying to think what's I have a very different vision of the future right now, unfortunately. I see very much a post-apocalyptic future.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
Yeah.
After what we have seen within this past few years.
Oh, especially like in downtown LA and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not looking forward for the future, to be honest.
yeah. Like, if you guys have ever seen like Blade Runner,
Yeah, I
that's
have.
kind of like, especially the newest one.
2049.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that's the future that I see.
I love that movie. I love
Yeah, yeah. Equilibrium is a good
Yeah.
example for sure, especially with the gun kata. You know, but yeah, man. I don't know. I'm keeping my fingers crossed we don't head down to like the Judge Dredd / Blade Runner kind of future, but that is definitely where, if you guys have spent the time in downtown LA like I have the last few years, you may be convinced. Yeah, dude, Crispy, that's exactly why I got out of downtown LA and LA in general. It's like Joe's visited me. I'm surrounded by farmland.
And that's exactly why I don't live in downtown LA.
Yeah.
I live pretty far off LA.
Welcome, CBM, dude. We are actually just kind of like winding down right now.
Blade Runner, my favorite movie so far. Blade Runner. What else is there? Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell.
Those are two of like my top within this genre of sniper.
Yeah, definitely. This seems like a trap, Maddie. I'm gonna not play this game. At least not while I'm on stream. You jerk. It'll be very true. Very true. Especially if you watch Karen Freakout videos. Yep. Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah.
I definitely believe that.
No, actually, Star Wars has a lot of influence. Like a lot of movies are influenced by Star Wars, and also a lot of movies are influenced by Dune. So you can see a lot of familiarity throughout the film, throughout this type of genre.
Dude.
Oh, Dune is coming up for the second one, so you need to watch the first one.
Man, you know what's funny is like every time I hear that now, I think to like the guys that I watch, who like I watch those guys who do that podcast like Donut Operator, Eli Double Tap, and Batty Streams, and one of the dudes, Donut Operator, his like favorite movie is Dune, but they have this meme where they're always like Dune, and it's just Dune, So every time I hear about the movie, it immediately takes me right here to this exact picture in my head.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
You need to watch.
I have the 4K here. You need to watch it.
Question is, can I get through it without passing out right now? And
Oh, it's hard to say.
yeah, right. Alrighty, guys. Oh, I think we're gonna call it a night. It's already been a couple of hours.
It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, my brain is frying right now. It's definitely been a long day, and I didn't even put out a video on Tuesday, believe it or not, Joe. So I definitely got to put out a video tomorrow.
I have to finish my model and record a video and publish the video by Saturday or Sunday, the latest.
Oh, God.
If I can't finish the model, I can't record a video.
Yeah, absolutely. Group hugs, group naked hugs. Get some rest, Dobie. Get some definite rest, man. You deserve it. You've been going hard on the live streams lately, bud. Alrighty, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for your insights on the trends.
And join us.
Maddie.
Join us if we are gonna do a live stream on the Formula One.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Cheeto, Crispy, Dopey, Maddie. I think I saw El Cap here, or maybe not. Not sure. Carco was here. Absolutely. Much love to Carco, Broke AZ Knives, Cheeto again. Trying to
thank you, everybody. That's thank you, everybody. Whoever is on live streaming, whoever is watching, thank you.
You guys have a wonderful night. All right. Stay hard, Dopey. Stay hard. Peace, fellas.